are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Newton. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr.
He'll get this complete to Boyd.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out right to Doyle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Back deep is Steven Sims.
Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw his Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. This is Hines. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Newton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, Carr again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rakiasin.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
59 yards rushing for... In his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Newton.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Steven Sims now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Bulldozes past him. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Man open is board. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Newton. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Off play action, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
That catch good for only a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 27, Newton. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Again, Newton. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cam's throw here pulled in by Hilton.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Hines. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make...
Touchdown, Colts! That's caught. Nyheim Hines. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.